Hello, gentlemen and gentle ladies and gentlemen. I'm your lovely host, Mara Rothwell. You are watching or listening to the Fly Girls podcast. Seeing as I was literally live on TikTok and I got banned, as usual, I get banned every 3 working days from TikTok Live, and hence my algorithm is really in the gutter. But I don't care. I'm not going to change myself. I'm not going to change the way I talk, change the way I act, just to satisfy the dusties. So all aboard the Dusty Free Express. Please be warned, this is a dusty free zone, so buckle your seatbelt. Any dustiness will not be tolerated. Today's vehicle is a mess in the back. Please ignore all the mess in the back. If you haven't seen on my TikTok, I'm doing a huge clear out, declutter in England and the next place I'm living. Which leads me to my first point: stop telling people your business. I don't want to tell people my business anymore, so I do apologise if I seem rude. But quite frankly, for my own safety, guys, I've had a stalker before when I lived in London. Not fun, and it's not nice, and I just can't be bothered with people knowing my business anymore. Can't be bothered with people sticking their beak in my business, which they have no business to stick their beak in my business. And I've learnt my lesson the hard way when it comes to, okay, it's not healthy, guys. You're allowed to let people get close to you, but honestly, I feel like the closer you let people get to you, sometimes the more they feel like they can take the Michael out of you, take the Mickey. So no, this is why I always tell you girls, have boundaries, write them down. What have you fallen out with your friends in the past for? Like boys, because your friends shouldn't be stealing your boys off you anyway, if it's your boyfriend or husband. And this is another thing I don't believe in. I don't think your boyfriend should be integrated in every aspect of your life when it comes to friends. Keep that separate. Keep your man and your friends separate, because some of your friends, if they're sneaky, they're going to be a little snake in the grass in the bed of your husband or your boyfriend. Not on my watch. And I'm very fortunate that my friends, for example, Zahra, my sister Minna, we all have very different styles in men. Zahra's taste in men makes me feel sick. Minna's taste in men also makes me feel sick. So there's no kerfuffle, there's no drama llama, there's no funky business when it comes to men. Girls who are stealing your guys, whether that's a talky stage situationship, which I don't believe in anyways. I believe in marriage or nothing. I don't believe in boyfriend, girlfriend, even fiance. Even if I'm someone's fiance, for me a fiance is you're reserving me until the wedding. When I'm going to be a fiance, someone asked me this the other day, oh, how long do you want to be engaged? 1.2 seconds, and we could do that, sign the marriage papers. One thing about me, I know what I want in life, and in my culture we don't mess about. There's people who get married and they've never seen each other in real life. I personally don't agree with forced marriages, but I don't necessarily disagree with arranged marriages. Not like I would do one, but honestly guys, talking from experience, I've tried things the Hannah Montana way when I lived in London. Don't work. Before any of the dusties comment, because on the last few episodes, some people want to leave cheeky comments. The word of warning, guys, if you want to be racist and come on my TikTok live and keep getting me banned, don't cry when I block you. My block list on TikTok is very long, and some people message me and say, Maya, why am I blocked? Ask the moderators, because why are you being stupid? Why are you coming on a mixed race girls live to be stupid? Which leads me into another point of this episode: racism and fetishization. Some people are racist and they're attracted to you, and they're confused why they're attracted to you. Guys, I have been approached by guys before and they're like, oh, I don't even like black girls. If you don't like black girls or mixed race girls, why would you even chat to me in the first place? Oh, your hard work. Oh, we expanded on this on the previous 2 episodes. I remember one time I did an event in Ireland for the golf. When I was a flight attendant, I was on the business promotions team, and it was such a blast, it was such a laugh. And one of the Italian guys who worked on the sales team, he said to me, in Italy we have a saying, stick to the cows in your village or on your farm, something along those lines. Stick to the cows in your village and your farm. Because if you're racist and you don't like black girls and, oh, you're too black, your voice is too deep, there's a bit too much bass in your voice, what are you doing sat watching my videos? What are you doing sat on my TikTok live? What are you doing punching the air? Any of you experience this yourself and you're confused why people are obsessed with you because you're mixed race, because you're black, or because you're black and you have a small nose? Did you get a nose job? Do you have lip filler? All of these questions I quite frankly find weird and strange. And don't let people make you feel insecure. Don't let people gaslight you. If you're mixed race, if you're black, if you're any kind of exotic looking, what they like to call us, don't laugh. Don't laugh to make other people comfortable. I had this conversation on FaceTime with my friend Zahra. Do not laugh to make people comfortable with their passive aggressive racist undertone jokes. Have you ever noticed how you don't laugh? Oh, it's just a joke. You can't take a joke. You take yourself so seriously. Sorry, but I don't find racism funny. I don't find it funny, these incels. By the way, I didn't realise people don't know what incel is. You know, Adolescence short series on Netflix. Now, people are raising awareness about incels. This incel community and culture has been around for years, guys. I remember watching documentaries about this years ago. Hollyoaks, guys, sorry, in case you didn't know, I'm a big Hollyoaks fan. Hollyoaks have spoke about this, like this incel culture. For anyone who doesn't know what an incel is short for involuntary celibate. And these boys claim, some girls also claim to be an incel, but it's usually like young boys who follow, for example, they follow Andrew Tate. They are the disciples of Andrew Tate. And Andrew Tate loves to say, oh, but I don't influence them. You may not know that you're influencing them, but as a man, and at his age, he should know better, really. That the stuff he's saying on social media, like 13 and 14-year-olds don't understand the difference between, you know, reality and people just doing things for publicity. Andrew Tate knows exactly what he's doing. This is why I don't understand why all the incels, all of a sudden, like everything's cutesy, girly vibes, all of a sudden an influx of incels will come on my TikTok live. And then I get called triggered and I get called crazy and aggressive. Why are you so angry? And you know what annoys me? Sometimes it's my black guy friends who say this, or my mixed race guy friends who say this. Why are you so angry? Why are you so mad? Yes, I'm mad because I don't find racism funny. I don't find the incels funny. And I don't find this culture of passive-aggressive racism funny at all. Sorry about the lighting, guys, but I'm more comfortable like this. I was literally holding the camera. I don't find it funny. And girls, if you're watching this and you're mixed race, let me tell you, it's not normal for people to sexualise you and say BJ lips, fish lips, or gorgeous plush lip. I remember, guys, my friend and I spoke about this. Yeah, growing up, we was told these things by adults, by boys older than us in school. And if you're an adult or teenager telling young girls this, you should know better. You're a weirdo and you're a nonce. And if you don't stop, you're going to follow in the footsteps of Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy. In case you don't know who Ted Bundy is, go on Netflix. There's a document, I believe it's still up. There was 2 documentaries about Ted Bundy. And there was literally court cases because there's so many brain scans of these criminals. And the parts of their brains are all quite similar. Some of them have similarities in their cognitive thinking, in their prefrontal cortex, in their amygdala. Some parts was highlighted more on the brain scan, some parts were smaller. This is why I talk a lot about the prefrontal cortex and how as women we're more developed. One thing I want to also add whilst we're talking about the science of psychology and the field of psychology, I said this on my TikTok live yesterday before I got banned. As you know, as I said earlier, I get banned every 3 working days off TikTok for telling the truth. I'm sorry, I'm not going to change myself. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. Calling me a monkey is racist. And then I get banned for sticking up for myself and blocking people. Commenting monkey emojis on my TikTok live is racist. And then you want to message me and cry because I've blocked you. Guess what? You're going to be blocked indefinitely. Yeah, you can sit on your batty on FIFA or on your little incel groups. Why are you sat watching me do makeup on TikTok? Why are you sat watching me talking to girls on TikTok, trying to give girls advice? Yeah, if you want incel advice, go and watch your king Andrew Tate. You're an incel watching this. The reason you're triggered by me is because there's some truth. Maybe not all of it is true. Maybe not everything applies to you. I'm sorry, you cannot teach an old dog new tricks. The 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old, God forbid, 60, 70-year-old incels, there's no helping you. I cannot help you. And as a 25-year-old female, it is not my job to teach a 30-year-old man, a 40-year-old man incel how to behave. There's no hope for you. You're lost cause. Khalas. Go seek professional help. Go take cognitive behaviour therapy. And by the way, this is why I don't accept men as co-hosts unless it's like I've got some American friends who are actually good vibes, who actually like women. But these women-hating incels who are insecure themselves, they try to request me to co-host on TikTok Live. And then they want to say, look at your big hands, look at your manly voice, your deep voice, because they're intimidated by me. And if you're a girl like me with a deep voice, half black or mixed race, whatever you are, big hands. Guys, my hands are not big. My hands are just skinny. When people are attracted to you and they don't know how to talk to girls, they'll come for your body. What a lot of these incels have, they have zero accountability. If you're 13, 14 years old and you're an incel, you're voluntarily claiming yourself as an incel. Why would you do such a thing? Why are you listening to other 30, 40-year-old incel men? Go and make girl mates. You don't have to be in a relationship. Have girlfriends. Honestly, believe it or not, I have a lot of male friends. Listen, I don't care about guys, but if I come out of retirement of being the Dusty Buster one day, I will ask my guy friends, what do you think about this? And they give me good advice because they are a man. Listen, anyone who came here from TikTok, from my TikTok lives, when I'm not banned, you will know I'm a girl's girl. I love women. I love you through and through. However, some of your girlfriends don't want you to win and they're dusty. Some girls will tell you the worst advice. Message him again. Maybe he's busy. Listen, he don't care about you. If you message him twice and he's not replying, he don't care about you. Cut it. Cut it. Listen, cut. As a woman, God blessed you with your gut instinct and your intuition. If you don't have any common sense, just close your eyes and listen to your gut and ask yourself, how do you feel? How do you feel when he's ignoring you, posting on his story with other girls in sellotape and in the club and not communicating with you? How does it make you feel? Bad? Yes or no? Because I'm telling you, there are people in the world who are not dusty, who do know how to communicate and who are not draining and energy vampires. If someone is draining your energy, that's not a good sign. If someone makes you feel negative, makes you feel insecure, that's not a good sign. Perhaps they're a narcissist. I cannot diagnose every dusty as a narcissist because, quite frankly, I do not give a rat's ass to even interact with the dusties. I don't even like giving my energy to the dusties. Guys, you know when dusty guys approach me in real life, I pretend that I don't speak English. I pretend any other language I speak, I pretend I don't speak anything. But the dusties are clever. They wasn't born yesterday. Speaking of dusty guys, confused.com as to why married men try to message me on Instagram. Why are you trying to message me on Instagram? I'm not going to lie. Sometimes on this podcast, you will hear me contradict myself. In life, in science even, in the field of psychology, in sociology, psychology, criminology, there's always contrasting studies, there's always contrasting evidence. So although I'm telling you, me and the block button like this, do I believe blocking is the best way? No. But if you have no self-control, even on live yesterday, I made a joke and I said, I'm a retired crash out. In the same breath, I crashed out. And I started arguing with the dusties. Me arguing with the dusties and giving energy to the dusties. Yes, it's funny and it's humorous, but it's an absolute waste of my breath. In the future, I should ignore them. It's okay. It's okay to give yourself grace. It's okay if you double messaged and you regretted it in the morning. This is why, guys, I know my beak. And when I'm angry, I don't like to type. I send voice notes. I can be very rotten and cheeky and naughty, so I turn my phone off. A Somali friend and I was having this discussion on FaceTime. We had a dusty mutual girl that we knew that she used to work with, and this girl is ever so embarrassing. In the restaurant, we went to Essex, we went to this restaurant. You know what she's saying to the waiters? Oi! Oi! It was so embarrassed. I even apologised to one of the managers. I was like, I'm ever so sorry about her. If I have to apologise on behalf of my friends, you're not my friend. You're not even a mutual friend. If your friends are like this, bring weirdos around you, get onto them. Or if they get offended, just be like, oh, I'm busy. Sometimes you have to conceal the truth. It's not lying, it's just, I'm busy, khalas. Or if you're at the age of taking your GCSEs, a good excuse is, oh, my mum's strict. No, my mum won't let me. Blame your mum. My mum said no. Make an excuse. Because some people, they cannot take no for an answer. And that's dusty. If you cannot take no for an answer, you cannot force. And this is another reason why I cut off a lot of people from England, in Dubai, just party animals. Like, I believe in categorising your friends, but if you're not a party person, why are you going to have party friends? If your vibe is family vibe, you enjoy being the anti vibe, you enjoy going to beach clubs and family friendly places, then do that. It's okay if once in a while you want to go out and enjoy yourself. I have friends who do go out and enjoy themselves, but they don't get crazy. Whereas I've had friends before where I'm literally picking them up off the floor. And I also notice, because I have a vehicle and because I don't drink alcohol, invite me. I wonder why they invite me. Because they're dusty and they want to save £20 on the taxi. Listen, no offence, if you can't afford £20 in a taxi home and you have to invite me for a lift, why are you going out gallivanting? Yeah, do an extra shift at work, save up the £20, save £1 for every day for 20 days of the month if you have to. What the hell? I noticed this in London as well. A lot of influencers. I had a friend and she would invite me and her mutual friends would be there. Oh, I don't have the Uber up on my phone. Can you book it? What do you mean you don't have the Uber up on your phone? You're born and bred in London. I'm from the countryside and I have the Uber app on my phone when Uber doesn't even exist in the countryside. There's no Uber. You have to call like the local taxis. And on that note, guys, it's getting dark now. I don't want you guys to be sat watching me in the dark. But to wrap this up, people who hate you and obsessed with you, it's the same energy as love. The dusties are obsessed with you because they're in love with you. It's the same energy as love. To have so much energy to hate someone, it's the same wavelength as love, if not even more. How are you putting so much energy to be racist and weird and obsessed? And my Somali friend was telling me how she finds it weird how obsessed this girl was, who I was telling you earlier about, is with her skin. Like, she would be really close in her face like this, like, oh my God, your skin is so smooth, it's so nice, oh my God. And it's like, A'udhu Billah. And my Somali friend, she don't swing that way. The other girl, she swings that way. This is another story for another day. Some of your female friends will fancy you. Even some of my female friends I've had in the past, guys, I've noticed them looking at my chest. I've noticed them looking at my body. And obviously, I'm not going to sit here and say every woman who looks at people's body is a you know, homosexual. Of course not. But can I just give you advice, guys? Don't be scared to compliment people. So many girls who I don't know compliment me and say, oh, I love your hair, I love your makeup, I love your body, I love your bikini. And I'm like, yeah, me too. I love your body and I love your bikini and I love your everything and mwah, 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 and good vibes. Good vibe women mesh with good vibe women. Dusty girls, let them be dusty. Mel Robbins is an amazing book. Let them. It's in my TikTok showcase if you want to buy it. For anyone who's tuned into the book club before I got banned. This book, Don't Believe Everything You Think, and Mel Robbins, I bought them both as a package. It's in my TikTok shop showcase. Just click on the little shop icon, it'll be there. I bought the package. If you just want this, it's like $2.99, something like that. Remember, broke dusties should never laugh. They hate you because they're obsessed with you, and if you've got haters, it's because they can't have you and they've got no money, honey. So on that note, guys, it's getting very dark. Thank you so much for watching and listening to my rant / TED Talk / crash out. I love you all so much, as always. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe with another girly pop who needs to hear this. Or boys, I didn't know this, but apparently boys watch as well. Like one of my American guy friends, he says, yeah, I watch your podcast, you know. I was like, what? Even some people on TikTok, they say, oh, you know, I fall asleep to your podcast or TikTok lives. And I'm like, what? You fall asleep to me and Zahra Mina shouting and screaming. But I mean, whatever floats your boat, I guess. Love you all so much. Please like, comment and subscribe. Leave me a review on any of the streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, etc, etc. You know the drill, guys, as per usual. Help me push this podcast out to the world so we can raise awareness about the dusties and the incels. I'm going to fill up this Stanley cup. I'm going to have an egg and avocado sandwich. And I'm ever so sorry that book club has been put on pause. Blame TikTok, not me. TikTok and I are on thin ice. I think perhaps I'm just going to go on YouTube more. But TikTok, you need to stop allowing the incels, and you need to, the same AI that you have to call me a bullying and a harasser is the same energy you used to have for the racist people in the comments. Anyways, on that note, guys, love you all so much. Have an amazing day. Ciao.